Welcome to Triumph IAS. It's a daily mains practice question and answer series. This program is exclusively designed for UPSC CSE aspirants. In this video discussion, we will discuss UPSC CSE mains previous 25-year questions. Question number 1. Discuss the multidimensional implications of uneven distribution of mineral oil in the world. Let's start with the introduction of the answer. Mineral oil is a liquid byproduct of refining crude oil to make gasoline and other petroleum products. Petroleum and mineral oil are at present the most important energy fuels. The countries in the Middle East region Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Kuwait, UAE, Qatar, Oman and Syria constitute the richest oil region on the earth. India is highly dependent on West Asia for its energy needs. The main body of the answer should be: due to uneven distributions of mineral oil in the world, it has the following social, economic and political implications. Number 1. It leads to great power conflict over the control of the region. USA's interference in the geopolitics of West Asia is one of political consequences. Number 2. Many developing and least developed nations has to face huge trade deficit due to a lack of oil reserves. India is the world's third largest crude oil importer and facing a current account deficit. Number 3. It gives upper edge to oil-producing nations to decide the prices of crude oil. This makes the global oil market volatile, which leads to a rise in oil prices and leads to inflation in the domestic market of various nations. Number 4. It also leads to uneven economic growth across the globe. The rise in import prices directly hampers the capabilities of the government to spend money on welfare schemes. Question number 2. The Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016 remains only a legal document without intense sensitization of government functionaries and citizens regarding disability. Comment. Let's start with the introduction of the answer. Constitution of India promotes equality through various articles such as Article 14, 41, 38, 51A. Even preamble also talks about the social justice. To implement the objective of Indian Parliament passed the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016. The main body of the answer should be: positives of the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016. Number 1. The Act lays responsibility on the appropriate governments to take measures and ensure that PWDs enjoy equal rights. Number 2. The types of disabilities have been increased from 7 to 21. The central government will have the power to add more types of disabilities. Number 3. Additional benefits such as reservation in higher education, government jobs, in allocation of land, poverty alleviation schemes have been provided for persons with benchmark disabilities and those with high support needs. Number 4. All children with benchmark disabilities between 6 and 18 years shall have the right to free education. Problems with the Act. Number 1. There are schemes and initiatives launched by the governments, but there is a lack of implementation and the process is very slow. Number 2. Certifying authorities often demand the person to be physically present in order to issue the certificates. Number 3. During COVID time no schemes were introduced for the person with disabilities. Number 4. Budgetary allocation for the welfare of PWDs has been declining in last years. Number 5. Absence of any commitment to the political uplift of persons with disabilities. Conclusion of the answer is: the goal of this act is of inclusivity, accessibility and empowerment, and it cannot be achieved without sensitization, awareness and political inclusion. Question number 3. Investment in infrastructure is essential for more rapid and inclusive economic growth. Discuss in the light of India's experience. Let's start with the introduction of the answer. The infrastructure sector is a key driver for the Indian economy. The sector is highly responsible for propelling India's overall development. In FY21, infrastructure activities accounted for 13% share of the total FDI inflows of 81.72 billion US dollars. The main body of the answer should be benefits of investment in infrastructure. Number 1. Infrastructure expansion, such as irrigation, rural electrification, highways, and road transport, would encourage agricultural growth and the establishment of agro-processing enterprises. Investment in infrastructure would play a critical role in ensuring doubling of farmers' income. Number 2. Building world-class roads, railways, ports, inland waterways will cut down logistic costs and improve competitiveness and promote exports. This would bring more revenues to the government and may promote socio-economic development. Number 3. Infrastructure development promotes inclusive growth and poverty reduction by creating new jobs, and it gives access to key facilities such as health, education, and other basic services. Number 4. In a country like India, constructing general infrastructural facilities enables small businesses to compete successfully with big-scale companies. Government initiatives. Number 1. In Union Budget 2021, the government has given a massive push to the infrastructure sector by allocating 233,083 crore rupees, 32.02 billion US dollars, to enhance the transport infrastructure. Number 2. The government intends to develop a geospatial digital platform as part of the Gati Shakti National Master Plan to facilitate the planning and monitoring of projects. Conclusion of the answer is, the infrastructure sector has become the biggest focus area for the Government of India. To increase accountability and transparency in the infrastructure sector, it is necessary to facilitate the assimilation of data and information from all stakeholders on a single platform.